Hey guys, welcome to my channel Idea Machine Marketing Basics. Today we are going to go over chapter 6.1 PESTLE analysis. As I marked last time, we finished chapter 5 with basic concepts and now we are going to move forward to advanced or factors that I feel are like slightly more advanced and some more business case analysis. Before we begin the chapter, do remember that product quality is the best kind of advertising. PESTLE analysis, like all the other tools that we learned about, which was SWOT and the AWFL, is another strategic tool that can help a business plan. PESTLE is actually dependent on external factors. All of the factors in the PESTLE analysis are external. They're not going to be internal or from within the company, but outside factors that affect your product or your service. What is the definition of the analysis? Let's quickly go into some details there. P refers to political, which means external forces that are driven by government and politics. Let's say the government is going to change at that time, there's elections coming, there's new policy coming, something that affects that. Economic, external forces driven by the economy. Herein, let's say the dollar value is low, therefore raw materials are basically more expensive or exports are more expensive. That can affect that can be these factors. Sociological, which are external forces driven by social dynamics. Technological, external forces driven by technology, which means you either need to adapt to AI or newer payment methods, but you're not ready for it. You can only accept certain kinds of payments, or your company is not technologically very equipped. Legal, which are external forces driven by law. Let's say there is new laws that have come in, new regulations, new problems that you're facing because there's this new law that you have to adhere to. And lastly, environmental, which is essentially external forces driven by the environment. That can be bad weather, just simply a landslide, an earthquake, anything from a big calamity to a small one. To quickly go over why PESTLE is important, PESTLE factors enable businesses to understand their customers' spends because these are external factors, determine product pricing, and navigate economic downturns effectively. What this essentially means in simple language is that economic downturns can come anytime, right? If you're predicting correctly, if you're essentially operating with the model that prevention is better than cure, then it's always better to understand the PESTLE analysis, consider all of these factors for your product or service, and then proceed into the market. PESTLE enables a brand or a service to identify opportunities. Maybe a new regulation creates a gap in the market for your business to fill. You probably do not know that, hey, this was another target audience that I could explore, etc. Anticipate threats, which is, are there economic downturns on the horizon that could affect customer spending? Basically, if the market is going into a recession, what are some things that people will buy versus what are some things that people might not buy? When COVID was coming, it was a big thing where people started anticipating that people might buy toilet paper. And essentially, all stores, all malls were out of toilet paper at a point because people were just going to stay home. So they wanted to stock up on things. So some analysis like this just helps you to anticipate those trends. And making informed decisions, which is the last one, which means that understanding these factors enable you to make sound choices from about everything from the pricing of your product to how to develop it in future. To quickly go over applying PESTLE, we did a lot of lemonade stand examples as a part of chapter 5. So I'm moving over to the ice cream truck now. This is another business that you've seen almost everywhere. From India to abroad, in India, there are kulfi vendors who are running with ice cream trucks, whereas in abroad, there are ice cream truck guys who always come into higher populated areas. To quickly apply these services or this analysis to that model, politically, are there local regulations that are governing food trucks? Are there upcoming health inspections that the truck needs to prepare for? These are some things that are great to know for an owner. Economic, how does the local economy affect your customers' disposable income? Can you give them budget friendly options? Can you give them offers? Is your ice cream more expensive than store bought ice cream, or can you essentially price match it to be the same price as sale products? Social, are there dietary trends that you can cater to, like offering vegan ice cream options? Again, what this means is, let's say there are a lot of people lactose intolerant in one specific location. Are you ready to offer vegan ice cream options that cater to their particular needs versus just being hard stuck on offering what you have? Technological, which means, can you leverage social media to promote your ice cream truck's location? Are you only restricted to flyers or hoardings, or can you really take these new age medias and promote your business? Legal, are there licensing requirements for operating a food truck? Do you need permits to sell in certain areas? Let's say you go into a neighborhood and the neighborhood is not very small business friendly, or rather, they're just like, why is an ice cream truck in our area? At that point, do you have the licensing that you need? Do you have the permit that you need to operate in this area? And lastly, environmental, which is can you get your ingredients locally, let's say, to reduce your carbon footprint, right? Organic is a big thing at this point. Everyone is diving into the organic wave. So, can you sell something that's made with or sourced with organic products? Can you offer biodegradable packaging, or is your product just plastic and bad for the environment? You can think about that as well. With this, today's chapter comes to an end. Thank you so much for watching, and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Idea Machine 09. If you're interested in short form content, don't forget to view my Instagram at Idea Machine 09 as well. Thank you so much.